College football.
Foosball.
Y'all stupid motherfuckers let me pick Navy last week. I don't know why y'all did that, but Navy.
It was a setup
Navy,
for everybody.
I think Dez put the wrong. I'm pretty sure I picked Notre Dame, and he put Navy.
You pretty
on there.
sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He let Todd kind of catch up, but Navy played Notre Dame. Notre Dame kicked their ass 51-14. Did you see the game? And if so, what are our takeaways and recaps from it? Because I got a lot to say about Navy and Notre Dame.
Navy, you're pretty good against the regulars, but when you get somebody that's gonna lean on you, it gets tougher. We see, and I should have. I kind of thought that. I'm not gonna lie. I just think that once you're real good until you play the teams that are very, very good and more talented. And against those subpar teams, you're gonna play like that. You're gonna play, and I still commend them, boy, because they still having a hell of a season.
Yeah,
they're having a hell of the Army, Navy, y'all both are having hell of a seasons, hell of a years. But once you get them people who gonna lean on you, it shows, and it always does.
I told Dez when we got in yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, last week. As soon as we got upstairs, I said, "Damn, I shouldn't have picked Navy." I was like, I knew better, and the reason why I say that is because Navy really hadn't played anybody up until that point. Not anybody who could challenge them the way you got to challenge to beat the option.
Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame is more athletically gifted up front than a lot of people they play. If you got a really good D-line, especially those interior two, you can disrupt the fuck out the option because all you got to do is get penetration.
It's a lot of that, too. Like
once you get the penetration, then it kind of slows up what they can do out of the option.
I also saw, like, on the perimeters, like, little stuff like your nickel back or your cornerback beating that receiver one-on-one and beating the block and making those tackles for losses.
Yep.
Like little stuff like that.
The athleticism of Notre Dame was on display.
Yeah,
I will say, I feel like Notre Dame, not Notre Dame, Navy actually did run. They were gashing them a lot, but the turnovers did kill them. They had a lot of uncharacteristic turnovers that you don't see, but that's also a testament to better athletes. You playing people who are faster, and you ain't used to nobody being on
your face. They in your face already.
Yeah, they are already there. They faster. So anybody who's never really competed at that level, you can tell the difference when you playing some more athletically gifted teams. Them motherfuckers faster. They be there a little quicker.
They bigger. They stronger. Them niggas got more muscles. It's a lot of little shit. Like
I remember one time.
That man a man.
I remember one time when we played UCF, and I was on punt. Was it punt cover? Man, them niggas put me in the, I was the little guard. And on a punt team, them niggas had Brandon Marshall over me. I was like, God damn.
This nigga 6'5".
This nigga 6'5".
215.
Fast. Nigga, I couldn't even do nothing. Because I couldn't outrun him. I'm strong. I'm strong, but the nigga long.
I can't touch him.
Man, I'm trying to run up the field. He like, nigga, you sorry for
He talking shit, dude.
He kept pushing me with the little nub. And I couldn't even, like that whole game, I ain't get close to a punt. What the fuck? He was on the line for on punt return. But yeah, that nigga was big, fool. But yeah, shout out to Notre Dame. They went in and handled their business. Oregon, Illinois. Oregon went in there and did what they needed to do. They won 38-9. Did you see any of that?
I watched it real quick. I watched the highlights of it. I didn't think that one was going to be a close one. I commend Illinois for what they've been doing, but I knew Oregon was a different monster. And they showed that they were real quick, real soon.
I really like the mentality that Landon putting into Oregon. I said this a couple weeks ago.
He's making their defense tough.
He's making them a tough. Oregon has always been good. They've always been athletic on offense, but we always said that they won't win the big SEC game or something like that.
That's tough.
But now they're actually tough, man. They're a tough ball club. On offense and defense, as finesse as that offense is, they run the ball aggressive.
They run the ball.
Yeah, and I seen that little running back. He could have walked right around. He ran straight through a nigga on the goal line. Bow.
They're running real well. I like it. I like Landon and what he's doing. He a young guy too, though. So this is probably gonna be going on for some years. And for them to come over and do this in the Big Ten, it says things because the Big Ten is known for being tough.
Yeah.
And so for them to come and out tough some tough Big Ten teams, it says a lot to me. And that was always my hesitancy. And you can see it with USC. These same teams, they're running through USC.
Yeah,
but
they're not tough.
Oregon is showing how much tougher they are.
I was seeing somebody talking about USC. They said the problem with USC is they don't have trench work. So trench work is offense and defensive line. Their trenches is not tough enough. Yeah. Especially on the defensive line. And they going over there to the Big Ten land. They got great offensive lines.
Them Wisconsins, them Indianas, them Illinois, them Michigans. You might be faster than them, but But if they smack you in your mouth, they smack you in your mouth.
They smack you in your mouth.
What you gonna do, man?
That's one thing about football. It's, even as a defensive player, when an offense is smacking you in the mouth, it used to be like that when we used to play Southern Miss. Southern Miss was very physical.
Very tough.
It was very physical. Their offensive line was very physical. They'd be like, God damn.
Had a lot of
but they come out and they smack your ass in the mouth.
Had a lot of big black niggas with a lot of muscles.
Yeah, I remember that nigga from New Orleans.
Big black nigga with a lot of muscles.
Nigga talk shit all game.
Them niggas used to hit hard too.
Yeah, them niggas used to hit.
Sam Hunt, I tell you.
They whole face, man.
His whole helmet broke.
Yeah, that's wild. Alabama, Missouri. Alabama pretty much dominated, did what they were supposed to do. 34-0 in a dominating game. Missouri actually was a top 10 defense in all categories. Passing, running, total defense. They were 9, 8, 9, and 10 basically in all of those categories. So they're not a slouch of a team. But Alabama went in and did what they were supposed to do. Looked a little shaky early, but what's your takeaways from Alabama?
I don't know. I'm still because 3 weeks before, we're saying how they looked amazing and how they looked like this and like that. And then the 2 weeks after, we was talking about how bad they looked. Like right now, I feel like they came and they look like they supposed to look against an inferior Missouri team. And that's what I expect out of Alabama. I want to see it some more. I want to see it continue. So we'll see. The jury is still out. If they have a chance, I don't know. But we'll see because over there is a few teams with 1 or 2 losses. LSU being one, Bama being one. Texas A&M looks good. However, I still don't believe in them yet. I got to see some more. Now, they came and they dominated LSU. I'm sorry. And that's why I picked LSU last week. And I said it. I said that they are starting Wegman. And I think that he had more interceptions than touchdowns. And
You just skipped over Alabama like that.
No, I talked about Alabama. But
I didn't.
My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk about it. Because it wasn't much to talk about. They came in dominated.
I just wanted to chime in on, I think Alabama's problem is going to be they're having trouble figuring out how to get the ball to Ryan Williams. Like, it's something wrong with the timing that Milroe and Williams got. If you look at it, every time he's trying to get it to Williams, it's high, low. He just having a difficult time getting it to him, but it's easier for him to get it to whoever number 5 is. I can't think of his name.
He's a taller target. I think that plays a big role.
Ryan Williams 6'3".
Is he?
6'2", 6'3"?
I thought he was like 5'11", fool.
Oh, I might be wrong.
I thought he was a little nigga. I think Ryan Williams.
Is he little?
Yeah, I think he a little nigga.
Oh, I thought he was. Yeah, nigga, that's not little.
And that's internet height. Like, he not 6 feet. I
know what you're saying.
Me and you were 6 feet on the internet.
I think he not. I don't think he little like that.
What's number 5, Bernard or something like that? How tall is he? He might be 6. I don't know how tall he is. I don't know.
I just feel like he real special, and I don't think they figured out how to utilize him just yet.
I don't know. I'm confused on why you say that because he was one of the top receivers in the league, and he has more yards, a lot more.
Yeah,
catches.
but if you think about it,
but I know, and I think it's
those
just
are from the first few games.
I think it's just Milroe being inaccurate. Me personally,
right? So, but what my point was, I feel like this shit about timing and connect. They just don't seem to be on the same page, and I'm curious. I feel like that's gonna come down and haunt them a little later.
We're gonna see. I think it's already haunting them. I think it's gonna continue to haunt them until. Me personally, that's what I think it is. I think it's just Milroe is not the most accurate of guys. He's not the most on time of guys when it's time to just sit in the pocket, take a 3-step, 5-step drop, hit that back foot, let it go to where it need to go. I never really see him comfortable doing that. And I think that's what it is. I know it's still a little early, but do you think that he needs to come back? Yeah.
Or he need to clear it out?
I don't think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think it matters. I think he is at this point. I think he is who he is. But I think if he comes back, he gets more comfortable in this offense. He might be a little bit better.
And he got major targets. But they bringing in a stud.
I know, but I think that stud could wait a little bit.
I mean, I'm with you with the waiting thing. It's just the times now. These kids don't wait.
I know.
They might not get to keep Ryan Williams if they keep bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I think me personally,
might be down there with y'all.
I think Milroe, I'll take him. I'll take him. He could be another Jay.
He might be going to Texas guy.
He could be another Jay Daniels for me. I'll take him, but I do think that it helps them as a team overall for him to come back and be the veteran of that team. Like, it's the coach's first year.
Yeah.
They ain't got their full offense.
Because I believe they got the number 1 quarterback committed to him. It's a black kid, kind of big.
Bryce Underwood
can slang that thing.
I think Bryce Underwood. I know LSU got one too. It's two, like 3 of them. I know LSU got one and they got one. They're both real good, but I don't care how good you are. I think that a second-year coach who hasn't fully put in his full program of things he wants
rivals.
to do.
Don't nobody use
That
that
nigga
no more.
type in, turn off the
You
internet.
got to turn in ESPN, man. And that nigga typed in rivals. The internet cut off, goddamn. But yeah, I just wanted to say that about Alabama. But we'll see how that goes. Texas, Vandy. No.
Yeah.
You wanted to go.
That's fine.
Okay, Texas, Vandy. Texas ended up pulling it off 27-24. Vandy is, at this point, Vandy is a formidable opponent. Yeah. 27-24. They beat Alabama. They played Texas tough. They beat the shit out of Kentucky. Vandy is looking like the team, but did you have a chance to watch any of that game, and what was your takeaway?
I watched a good bit of it, and I think that the only reason that Texas beat them is because Vandy beat Bama last week. If that didn't happen, I think they'll beat Texas, because Texas would be surprised by them. However, I do think that Texas did what they were supposed to win. I think at this point, man, a win is a win is a win, and you just got to win your games at this point. And in this SEC here is a lot tougher. Even the teams at the bottom, we used to clown Vandy, be like, the bottom of the SEC trap. Vandy's showing you that that's not true, no, and they still might have some. But when the Vandy's of the SEC is getting good, the SEC is going to be a real good place to watch football. Texas has been making me a little bit more nervous, though. They not really, because I never thought that they was going to be what a lot of people thought they were going to be initially. And I think that with all of the money they got, that when you giving out Lambos, you're going to get them guys. You're going to get all of them guys. And once you year 2, year 3, year 4 in the SEC giving out Lambos, if you ain't giving out Lambos, it's going to be tough to beat.
I seen Nick Saban talking. He said it. I keep saying it.
If you don't buy the right guys, you're going to lose.
I'm gonna continue saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I like Nick Saban's new role and what he's able to say and do. One of the things he said that, and you can kind of see how he combated the Texases and what do you want to do? Mm-hmm. Do you want the money now, or do you want the long-term career? Do you want success? What are you here for? He was like, that was his new recruiting pitch. You know what I'm saying? Like he was like, because a lot of these kids will focus on what individually we can do. And he had to sell to them how individually you helping the team creates you getting to the success that you want to have. He kind of broke down. That was more so his recipe in the process, showing you how you as a teammate, as a great teammate, as a great supporter can actually create the money that you need to create and be a first-round draft pick. And put yourself in position to get it, because some of these people that's jumping, like UNLV quarterback that just jumped out just because they didn't give me what I wanted to get. I seen Travis Hunter say about Colorado, nigga, if this was about money, I wouldn't be at Colorado. Mm-hmm. He was like, they was offering me money to leave Colorado. He was like, but it's about developing myself and being in the right place. Mm-hmm. So I get it. This NIL money is lucrative, but you got to make sure that you basing yourself on the right thing. So I get what you're saying with Texas. They got all that money out there, but kids got to make sure that they doing the right thing.
And I get that too, but I don't know how much that works in 2024, because I heard it come out of Nick Saban's mouth that if you're not buying the right kids, you're not going to win.
Sure,
he said that. So
yeah, he did.
And in 2024, I don't know if that.
I'm not suggesting that that's not it, but Texas A&M is an example. Remember they tried to buy all them players and them niggas was sorry as fuck.
It's working.
So
right
yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't back then. I'm talking about when Jimbo had the top one class 3 years in a row and still was sorry as fuck on the field.
Well, I don't know if they was necessarily buying them. Now they did have those top classes.
They did.
They had them.
Remember Nick Saban was trying to tell them.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't know. I don't know. But right now, I could put that money out there and it be it. And maybe these teams right now are a result of that.
I'm sorry. Football is not a sport where you can buy players and think that it's going to work. It's just not a sport that it's not a sport that supports that. We've never seen it at the NFL level. We've never seen it. We're not going to see it in college. I mean, it's going to make you win some games and you're going to get talked about, but are you going to win the big game?
Yeah, Tampa Bay did it when they bought Tom Brady and Gronk.
That was different.
No, they bought the players.
No, that was different.
No,
no. That's not what I'm saying. Okay,
I know what you're saying.
2 players, nigga. I'm talking about when the Rams or the
Rams did too.
No, they didn't.
When they won the Super Bowl.
No, nigga, we have never seen, like when the Cowboys went and bought all those goddamn players. That shit never works. It has never worked in football. Never.
Who won pull up the last 4 Super Bowl winners, please, G-Boss. 5 Super Bowl winners.
It's never happened. You can't buy those players.
Well, I know Tampa Bay.
Football is about chemistry, my nigga.
It is.
And a lot of those players that's paying for money, you're not winning. Kansas City, you don't need the last 4. You know Kansas City got 2 or 3 of them bitches.
Yeah, them
they don't have all the top players.
In St. Louis, they don't.
Yeah, I know it. Every team that's ever done it has always disappointed the fuck out of us.
Well, they do got the top player.
What, nigga? I'm not saying that.
I know, but
I'm not saying that they
like
won't have great players, nigga. Nobody wins without a great player. But I'm talking about the teams that go by. Hold on, I'm talking about the teams that go by offense, a running back, an offensive line, a D line. They got a star over here, a star over there. That shit never wins.
To me, the NFL is a little different because they all go by.
Remember, they was tearing Ohio State up last year for doing it. They was tearing Ole Miss up this year for trying to do it. Texas A&M for trying to do it.
We gonna see. We shall see, man. I don't know. We'll see. Because I think that they all, at this point, I think they're all just buying players.
I'm not saying that you're not going to buy players. You're going to get a quarterback. You're going to get a running back. But I'm talking about if you got the best cornerback, the best running back, the best receiver, the best tight end, the best D tackle, the best linebacker, that shit never wins.
You're probably going to win.
No, hell.
In 2024.
You're going to win some games. You ain't going to win no championship.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that's why you got all these teams that you don't niggas losing left and right.
Who gonna win? Pick somebody right now. I know it's early. Pick who you think will win it.
I don't know. That's the beauty of it because all of these people got a balanced team. It's hard.
Number one ranked team. What about their quarterback?
Again, man, stop talking about buying a player, fool. Like you acting like can't get right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you is because like normally you comprehend a little quicker.
You sitting here saying money don't matter.
No, I didn't say that money don't matter.
The niggas who
did I ever say money don't matter?
No, you didn't say that. I know you didn't say that.
Okay,
but
so
I'm saying that it
it
does. And the niggas who are buying the best players are winning.
I said you can win some games by going to buy players. That's what I said.
I bet the champion gonna have some bought players.
Who does you keep killing me, man? Like
I know. I'm
not saying that you're not gonna buy players. But the team that buy all of those goddamn niggas, like the Texas A&Ms of the world, when they had the number 1 receiver, they had a number 1 quarterback. When they have all of those bought players, they're not gonna win.
I'm not talking about that, man. I'm talking
that's
about
what I'm saying.
Because we don't know if there was.
So leave me alone on what I said.
Because that's not proven. We don't know if there was bought. So
why we don't know that?
Because we don't.
Everybody knew that. Who?
No, we don't fully know that.
Oh man, you tripping today? I don't know what you on, man, but you tripping.
Nick Saban said, if you don't buy the right players, you're going to lose.
The right players. Okay, let's buy a quarterback. Notre Dame done bought a quarterback 2-3 years in a row. That's cool. But they don't have a quarterback. They don't have Ohio State went and got Junkins. They went and got
Will Howard.
The nigga from Alabama. They went and got
Downs.
Yes, they went and got a lot of motherfuckers. Let's see how that's gonna work. They already lost.
They did. Everybody lost, for real, for the most part.
Exactly my point. You're not gonna I think it's gonna be really hard to win a championship because football is about camaraderie, cohesiveness, what team comes together and play together. That's why I don't believe that shit works.
I get that, but also within that, you're still buying players to do that because everybody's done it.
I'm not
that's my
saying
point. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right, and I keep agreeing that everybody's gonna buy players. You're gonna get some players. You're gonna get some key pieces. I think the best team is gonna get a couple key pieces and then roll with it. They're not gonna try to buy a whole team. You're not gonna be good. You can't buy a whole team.
I ain't saying ain't nobody bought a whole team, so I'm not saying that either.
I keep saying it. An offensive lineman, a quarterback, a linebacker, a running back, a receiver. You buying 5, 6, 7 players, that's too much.
Ain't nobody doing that, though.
They are. Ohio State did it. They did it last year. Man, have you been watching Game Day?
Yes.
They talked about it. And Michigan bust their ass after they did it. And that's why they said that they was on the high seat. I know Mike gonna get mad at me saying that, but that's what they was doing.
They look a lot better right now.
They look a lot better, but they've already lost.
With all of damn near everybody has. All of the good teams have. So I think that they're gonna continue to lose. And yes, you're correct. The team who builds the most camaraderie is gonna win. You're absolutely correct. But they're gonna have some bought players within it. Is all I'm saying.
And I've never not said that they wasn't gonna have bought players.
That's what I'm
saying. So you said I was correct. And I'm also agreeing that they're not going to.
So what I was saying is that's why I don't think that saving thing works. Is you want the money now or you want to win now? They want both.
Can I say something?
They want
what
both.
I was saying for that was how Saban he doesn't have the money that Texas has, but he has a process. He's he's the best college coach that ever played. he said that his way, he said, not me, he would tell those players, do you want instant gratification now or do you want to build something for long term? I'm saying that was his way. I'm not saying, wait. I'm not saying that he didn't buy players. I'm not saying that he's saying, again, if you buy the right player, like if you go get a Jamar Gibbs, if you go get a Jalen Williams, he would go get one or two. But the whole Alabama team was not full of ball players. He would go get one or two key pieces. That's all I've been saying.
And that's how I never disagree with that stuff. I never said that was about, because I still said that no matter what. Like Saban said, at the end of that, when he was sitting up there on that panel, he sits on it. If you don't buy the right players, you're gonna lose. And that's all I've ever been saying. So we keep going in circles, and I'm keep saying what I'm saying.
Oh, let's see.
So
LSU played Texas A&M. LSU lost 38-23. The Texas A&M. What's your takeaway?
LSU defense, y'all stunk. Again, you went back to your old self. It was a surprise, but it wasn't, because like I said last week, I picked LSU because Wegman was the starter, and I was like, he's not going to be the guy to beat us. I'm actually more nervous if the other guy, the black kid at quarterback, is starting. And that's what happened. We was up 17-7, should have been up 20, 23, 26-7, because we missed 3 field goals. It should have been 26-7, but not. Then this kid came in the game, and he turned the game completely around. So I expected that. I didn't think that was going to happen, because I didn't think he was going to play at that. They was going to stick with that guy because he won them some games before. But they showed that they was willing to adjust, and they showed it was a better team. And they said something early in the week. I'm like, man, there's no way possible y'all going to do that. One of their old linemen said, we're going to come here, we're going to run the ball, and they ain't going to stop us. You know what happened? They came in there, ran the ball, and we didn't stop them. So, so
yeah, once they made that quarterback change, it was really hard. I don't, and we said that earlier.
Marcel Reed.
We said that earlier when he came in the game earlier in the season, that he looked like they started. I don't know why they ever switched back, but
he was 2 for 2. That man threw 2 passes.
He just a better. I don't care how many
better
passes he
athlete.
threw. He's just a better player. Like they look like a different team when he came in versus when he wasn't in there.
It looked like a more athletic Kansas State when their offensive coordinator was at Kansas State at quarterback. And that's basically the same offense they're running. Is that quarterback run, that read option with an athletic guy, and they're getting outnumbered. They're outnumbering you, which we don't do a real good. We did a terrible job of numbers. Just like when UAB played Central Florida, when my boy ran for 300 yards on us, or however many yards he ran, it was just simple numbers that LSU, we couldn't do. And even if we did put numbers in there, the quarterback would beat us on it. So.
Yeah.
Y'all tried, but the kicker should have made, we still made too many stupid mistakes in the kicking game. 2 field goals missed, and one, the snap was just snapped too early, and they just threw that bitch back there. Too many false starts, too many penalties. When you do stupid stuff like that, man, you're going to lose.
I don't know who y'all are.
I don't either.
Like, ever since Brian Kelly, like, I be trying to figure out what his team is, and he just reminds me of what he was at Notre Dame. Like,
I hate when people start to like us, though. We were doing very well until people started to like us.
Who started liking you?
The media. When they start picking you to win this, like a lot of the game day and all that, LSU, they're hitting their stride. And this is what Brian Kelly does. If you've ever noticed it, when he was at Notre Dame, they start off slow. And then towards the end of the year, his teams always get better. And when everybody's picking LSU, and then we lose.
Yeah.
But against Ole Miss, nobody picks us against Ole Miss.
Who Texas A&M lost to? Because they quietly.
It was the first game of the season. It was somebody subpar.
And you kind of felt like they was about to be bums.
Yeah, it was somebody subpar.
They putting together a pretty good season here. Who did they lose to?
Huh.
That's not really that's not a bad loss.
It's not, but we didn't expect Notre Dame. I bet if they played tomorrow, you're not picking Notre Dame. I'm not.
I didn't probably pick Notre Dame when they played them the first time.
I know,
probably.
so, you know.
That was the first game of the season. That was early.
Mm-hmm. It was 23-13. They put up no offense with Connor Wegman in the game. Marcel Reed, the kid, they probably wasn't even, he was just getting on campus, not used to it yet. So, I like A&M, man. They look good. Their defense is solid.
I know.
And also, man, our quarterback, I don't know what he was doing, man. He was my guy. He still is my guy, but yesterday he did some stupid stuff.
I know. At one point, you was trying to say he was a Heisman.
He was, because he was, man. But yesterday, I don't know what he was.
Bum.
He was a bum. He ain't 1-7 like Florida State, but he was a bum.
Ooh, we so bad.
1-7 is terrible, my guy.
That's cool.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Step closer to Deion, baby.
That's not cool.
We want Deion. That's what I want.
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, Deion ain't staying in Colorado after Shador and Shiloh league. I tell you, and Travis.
But Deion gonna come in there wanting too much. I want not too much. He gonna want exactly what he need. I need some good coordinators. I need some good assistants.
He can get it.
I hope so.
He can get it. It's just gonna be real tough to see Deion there after. And speaking of Deion, they won yesterday. I didn't see their score, but it actually made them 6-2, which made them bowl eligible for the first time since 2020. They beat who was that? Cincinnati, 34-23. Really good showing for them. It said they were ranked 23rd. So just to see the way that they playing, they didn't close out like how he wanted them to close out. But they did put on a nice performance. Their offense is loaded, man. They got weaponry everywhere. Defense is playing a little bit better on the line, but they just become bowl eligible. They are now 6-2. Last year, I think they only won 4 or 5 games, but that's coming from a team
4-8 last year.
That was 1-11 the year before that. So he's excelling and building off of what he
and
did.
you're not over.
Last
You probably gonna get 8-9 wins.
Yeah,
Probably more.
I put them at the beginning of the season at least 8 to 9 wins. So we'll see.
Shouts out to Dion in the fighting Dion.
I just think it's dope everything he's doing over there. Then I seen in the locker room he called the super fan, the lady who been a fan. She's 90 years old. She been to every Colorado. She been to all the Colorado games and been
Her
a fan.
name is Sue or something like that.
Yep, she got COVID, and he called her in the locker room to celebrate the win with the team. Had everybody say something to her.
Say she got COVID
Yeah, she got COVID
right now.
Yeah,
Is she in the locker room?
no, she was on the phone. He called her
My bad.
in the locker room, called on speakerphone. Yeah, so it was just dope that
about to
she
be
shared that moment with them in the locker room. So shout out to Dion, man, in Colorado and everything they got going out there.
Shouts out to y'all, man. Sorry, we ain't got much pick'ems. Stock came with a new rule and not like it. It is going into effect. If you're not here, you get no pick'ems. So don't send your pick'ems on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because we don't want them. So this is the only pick'ems right here. But we don't have many games either, so I got a lot of ground to make up.
That nigga try to win. Yeah, they can try to kick my first.
It's your rule, nigga. Yeah, nigga.
It was a joking rule.
I don't care. I like it. So it's in effect now. Bums. Be here. It's the game of the week. I don't know how I feel about picking it first because we don't have many games. I'm gonna only go with a 3-piece this week. I'm gonna go with a 4-piece. I'll find 2 more. First one gonna be First one, Pittsburgh and SMU. Pittsburgh is 7-0. SMU 7-1. Saturday night game is a 7:00 game.
Where they play?
Number 18 is number 20. 18 Pitt, 20 SMU. They are playing. Come on, let me see what the Wi-Fi doing. Come on, Wi-Fi. I don't know. My Wi-Fi ain't coming.
They at SMU. Okay. Pittsburgh versus SMU. I don't know. This is blind because I only seen Pittsburgh play one time, and I really hadn't watched SMU, but I know the one time I picked against the motherfuckers, they won. I don't know.
18 Pitt, 20 SMU. I'll go SMU. I'm going to go SMU. I like SMU. I've seen them. I like their quarterback play. He's a very good dual threat QB.
What you said the majority pick was?
The majority is Big Sway. SMU with 70%.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Going against the Grand. Good. I like it. Give me a chance to come on back, my boy.
Or lose more.
Possibly.
Fuck wrong with you.
That is a possibility. We don't have much to pick from. Game of the week, and I'm going to try to find the third. The game of the week, Ohio State, Penn State. Ohio State 6-1. It's an early game, too. Penn State.
You don't have a third game. We've been talking about this
because
for
we ain't
2
got
hours.
no. That's the only 2 ranked games of the week. Penn State number 3.
I told you stop picking our ranked game.
Nah, that'd be good. I'm gonna pick
well,
one.
It's not. There's no ranked games. You gotta have a pick 'em.
Shut up and pick the game, boy.
Who was it?
Beaver State, and they playing at Penn State. Penn State, Ohio State. 6-1 Ohio State and 7-0 Penn State.
Give me Ohio State.
I'm gonna go Ohio State too because Penn State's quarterback got hurt this week, and I don't know how I'm up to it. He gonna be back, Drew Allen. So if he don't play, it's gonna be tough. One kind of close, almost game, but not really. Ole Miss, Arkansas. Ole Miss 19. They are 6-2. Arkansas is 5-3.
That's gonna be a good ass game. Give me Ole Miss though. I like that quarterback.
Yeah, Jackson Dart pretty good. That's trash because I'm going Ole Miss too. We ain't really got nothing else close. The only other thing I could think that's a okay game that could possibly be a shocker, maybe Louisville, Clemson. Louisville 5-3, Clemson 6-1. Where y'all playing at? They are playing at Memorial Stadium in Clemson.
Clemson.
Bum game. And that's all I got, cuz.
How we this late in the season with all these bum ass games?
I think it's a lot of good, decent teams got bye weeks. I know LSU, Bama got bye weeks this week. Then they come back and play each other. I think it's mid to late November is going to get hectic. Mid to late November is going to get hectic. Unless you want to pick Florida. Because they kind of got them there. Oregon and Michigan is scheduled. Florida, Georgia is scheduled. You know what I'm saying? So Duke, Miami is scheduled. Duke, Miami might be a decent game too. But I would pick Miami, so it don't matter. But that's all I got.
Bum game. Did you see the Big Ten and the SEC are considering a scheduling agreement that'll make them play multiple? Like I think they only play in 2 or 3 this year, but it's up to 12 games possible, hinging 12 to 16 regular season games.
I like it. That way you're gonna see the Georgias and the Oregons play. You're gonna see the Texas and Ohio States play more often. You can see the Michigans versus the LSUs. I like it, but it gets scary because you always hear them saying, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of the NCAA. It's gonna fuck around and be 2 conferences, maybe 3."
Yeah, it's all a money thing. They saying millions to billions of dollars generated off of that agreement. My only concern about it is where it takes us. I have been saying this for a while now, but I feel like the SEC and the Big Ten have a lot of fucking power.
Yeah,
and eventually, I could see if you piss them niggas off, they already got a lot of control. They don't need y'all no more. The Big Ten, SEC create a super league. There go your conference. The AFC, NFC, Big Ten, SEC. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then they play for
the Super College Bowl.
They got what?
The Fiesta Bowl or the Sugar Bowl.
It's almost what?
20 apiece. Let's say 20 apiece.
Yeah. So it's 40 teams right there.
And if they wanted 20 apiece, they could. But I think it's 18 teams in there.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I ain't scared. It's still shit. I'm getting. I was scared when this SEC was doing all of this and when the Big Ten was doing all of this. But I'm seeing better football.
I see better football too, but at the cost of who?
I don't know yet until it happens. Because those other teams, maybe
we're gonna look up and be like,
we still want to. No, we still want to see Tulanes. We still want to see UABs. We still want to see SMU. So even if they have their own league, this league over here, we gonna still watch. We gonna still. I ain't scared. That's on them niggas to worry about the money. It's about the money. The football's still gonna happen. I don't give a fuck. Y'all figure the money out.
Because it'll always be that unintended consequence that we don't see coming. So.
No more Florida State. Damn.
You crazy. Fuck. Wait till we get Deion back. Wait till we get Deion back and Deion get to go through Florida and tell them kids that you get to stay in Florida, but you get to come on home.
Some of those other sports make it possible for there's more leagues, like the big like Dukes and the North Carolinas. For basketball, it makes it possible for them to still. It's a money game. They still gonna make the NCAA money or the league's money. So what they gonna be in the Big Ten or the SEC?
Not like we know, not like football.
Not like football, but it's still so
not
important.
Even close.
It's still so important that somebody's going to want to be a part of it, though.
No, even be close. You take like a Texas A&M, a Alabama, or something like that. Just take one game. These got 102,000 seat stadiums, 108,000 seat stadiums, and people are paying hundreds of dollars for a ticket. $50 like at the cheapest, you probably paying $200 and something, $100 and something for a ticket. In a stadium that's 108,000, then you got to pay the park, and then all the concession stand money, the jerseys and the TV revenue alone just to have that money. It's not close.
I know it's not close. I ain't say it was, but they still gonna want them extra little dollars too.
Oh yeah, of course. They're not gonna not take it, but I'm just saying like
it's big enough to matter.
Like in basketball, that shit don't even like. It's crazy because in basketball, when you look it up,
they becoming uneven.
Louisville is the highest revenue grossing basketball program. Who would know that? You know, Cameron Indoor got 5,000 seats in that bitch, just little. Mm-hmm. So,
speaking of basketball, Arkansas looked pretty good against the number 1 team, Kansas. They beat their ass.
You know, I hadn't seen no college basketball yet.
Calipari, though. He in Arkansas, and them boys.
It's football season. What you told KK, right?
I don't care. I still keep my.
It's football season. The Lakers 3-0. I just saw the other day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long that's gonna last?
A few games. I like JJ Redick and maybe his scheme, but they about to send Bronny to the G League too, so we'll see.
I mean, what else he was going to do?
Travel with his daddy. I don't know.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid-ass dummy. They didn't say his name, but for the Twitter user whose social media account has been posing as the Black Patriot, he's had a lot of viral 2024 election lies that were finally exposed. But it ended up turning out that he was basically posting as a vigilante, saying that he was a black vigilante. Yeah, he's a black guy who was posting on the internet, giving all different kind of viral clips that was going that were gaining a lot of traction. Had amassed over 300,000 followers who were reposting him on a daily basis. Come to find out that they tracked the page, figured out who it was, and it actually belongs to a white guy.
Stupid. Stop posing as us. Go be yourself.
I think his name was Jason Palmer, I think, was the man behind the account. And he's far from a black patriot. He's, like I said, a white guy who is in the mix, doing everything he is to try to muddy the waters. He was posting all kind of wild shit about Kamala Harris, all that different stuff. So for that, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy.
Mr. White Man.
Any other news information we forgot to add on or got to say?
I ain't got nothing, man. Watch the Penguin. Pretty dope. That's it.
Well, on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Happy Classic weekend, too. I ain't hitting too much bad shit happening. I like that.
There was some stuff happened, but overall, yes, Happy Classic week.
Dummy.